I have a new book for us today. This book is called, it's heavy. This book is called The Girl Who Never Made Mistakes by Mark Pett and Gary Rubenstein, illustrated by Mark Pett. Let's read. Oof, this is a big book. For Beatrice Bottomwell, Friday began like any other day. She matched her socks, and of course, she put her shoes on the proper feet. She remembered to feed her hamster, Humbert, his favorite food, broccoli. And when she made a sandwich for her brother Carl's lunch, she used exactly the same amount of peanut butter as jelly. So far, so good, you guys, right? When she stepped outside to greet her fans, she didn't forget to say good morning and thank you. They asked if she made her bed, and she had. They asked if she forgot to do her math homework. Nope. What about tonight's talent show? They asked. I'm ready, said Beatrice with a smile. After all, her juggling act had won 3 years in a row. Most people in town didn't even know Beatrice's name. They just called her the girl who never makes mistakes. Because for as long as anyone can remember, she never did. Unlike Beatrice, Carl made lots of mistakes. He ate his crayons and drew with green beans. He danced with his hands and played piano with his feet. Carl loved to make mistakes. At school, Beatrice was on a cooking team with her 2 best friends, Millie and Sarah. To make their giant rhubarb muffins, they needed 4 eggs. Beatrice went to the refrigerator and carefully chose the biggest, eggiest eggs she could find. But on the way back, her legs slipped out from under her. The eggs went flying. Beatrice was about to make her first big mistake, but she didn't. Whew, that was close, she thought. Sorry, Beatrice, I dropped a piece of rhubarb. Aunt Anton it illy. She has an egg in her mouth. She can't speak. For the rest of the school day, Beatrice could not stop thinking about her almost mistake. Look at her face, you guys. How's she feeling? She's kind of worried, right? She's a bit upset and kind of worried that she almost made a mistake. Oh, no. On her way home from school, Beatrice watched Millie and Sarah ice skating in the park. Come join us, said Millie. It's fun, said Sarah. Beatrice watched them slip and slide on the frozen pond. Millie and Sarah laughed as they would wobble on the ice. No thanks, said Beatrice. I wonder why, you guys. Why doesn't she want to join in? It looks like fun. At supper, Beatrice barely touched her food. Is everything all right, kiddo? Asked her father. I'm worried I'll mess up tonight, said Beatrice, and everyone will be watching. Worry? You don't make mistakes, he said with a smile. Beatrice tried to smile too. After supper, Beatrice got ready for the talent show. First, she woke up Humbert from his nap. Next, she got the salt shaker from the kitchen table. Finally, she filled a balloon with water. The school auditorium was packed. Beatrice felt her stomach jumping around inside her. What does that mean? Is her stomach really jumping? No. That means that she feels, do you know? It means she feels nervous. Yeah, before people go on stage or before people do something that makes them kind of nervous, their stomach it feels like butterflies in there. It gets all rumbly. That's what it feels like. She's nervous. Beatrice waited for her juggling music to begin. That's her! That's the girl who never makes mistakes, said a woman. Oh, we know she'll be perfect, says a man. When the music started, she tossed Humbert into the air. Next, she added the salt shaker, and finally, the water balloon. Beatrice didn't miss a beat. The crowd clapped with delight, but Beatrice noticed something odd about the salt shaker. The specks falling out of it were not white. Achoo! Oh no, what happened, you guys? That wasn't salt in a salt shaker. That was pepper. Humbert was so surprised by his sneeze that he grabbed the water balloon with his claws. Kablooey! Humbert, pieces of water balloon, and the pepper rained down on top of Beatrice. For the first time in as long as anyone could remember, Beatrice made a mistake. And it was a big one. Oh no, you guys. Her whole show is ruined. What's she gonna do? Oh dear. How is she going to react? What's she feeling? What's she gonna do? What should she do, you guys? Should she run away screaming and crying? She might. I don't know. The music stopped. Beatrice didn't know what to do. Cry? Run off the stage? The crowd sat stunned. They couldn't believe that the girl who never made mistakes made a mistake. They're stunned. Do you know what that means, guys? The crowd is stunned. Look at all their eyes. They're all watching. Most of their mouths are open. They're like this. They're shocked. They're stunned. Beatrice looked up at Humbert. He looked back at her. His hamster fur was soaked and speckled with bits of balloon. Beatrice let out a giggle. The giggle grew into a chuckle. And the chuckle became a laugh. Look, you guys. She's laughing about it. What do you think that's going to make the audience feel? Let's read. The people in the crowd looked at each other, and then they looked back at Beatrice. They began to giggle, and then chuckle, and then finally they roared with laughter. Beatrice and the audience laughed until they couldn't remember why they were even laughing. That night, Beatrice slept better than she ever had. In the morning, no fans greeted Beatrice. When she got dressed, Beatrice, for no reason at all, put a polka dot sock on one foot and a plaid sock on the other. Beatrice and Carl made sandwiches. This time they put the peanut butter and jelly on the outside. They called it Inside Out PB&J. Lunch was messy and delicious. Later, Beatrice found Millie and Sarah skating in the park. They fell a lot, and they laughed. How are they feeling, you guys? Look at their faces. They're pretty excited, right? They're enjoying themselves. Yeah. Now, people no longer called her the girl who made mistakes. They just call her Beatrice. The end. What do you think about that, you guys? They just call her Beatrice now? Is that okay? They don't call her the girl who never made a mistake anymore. But what's her real name? It's Beatrice. So is that okay that they don't call her that anymore? I think so. They just call her Beatrice because that's who she is. And what did we learn from our story? What's the point of that? Do you know? See if you can answer that in the questions next to me. All right? See you soon.